I was so excited when Spirit gave me this theme that we're working on this month. To me, it is the balance and the beginning of everything that we all need to become aware of. And it may sound like I'm talking to the choir sometimes, but don't go to sleep, because there are notes you don't know. Only a few people agree with that. Okay. When people come to churches, most of the time, especially if you're not raised in one and been there your whole time, most of the time you start coming to a church because you're looking for an answer. You come because you're having a hard time, something's not working in your life, and you know that you need something. Most of us feel we need to get connected with God, but we're actually looking for an answer. And I'm here to tell you, I don't have your answers. No church has your answers. What we give is a way that you might possibly choose to live, and in that way might find the answers that you're seeking within your heart. Now, a lot of people even come to a metaphysical church and they get really upset. Well, you didn't tell me what to do. Well, no. Well, you need to tell me what to do. Well, go talk to God. That's what you should do. Oh, that's not good enough. I'm not getting an answer. And then they will spin away. Or they'll come because they need prosperity. Oh, I need prosperity. Oh, I need prosperity. I need prosperity. God is a magic wand and I need prosperity. Well, good. And it works. You're changing your ideas. You're changing your perceptions. The law of cause and effect, you will manifest something. But I have no answers. You need greater prosperity? Go within. But it's not working anymore. I need greater prosperity. I need greater prosperity. God's not a magic wand. Go within. Well, you know what? No, I'm going to spin off. Because I need to go where I have answers, where people can tell me what to do. And I don't know if you've ever felt that in your life, but as we look at religion, most of us have. Because to find a way is to participate fully in our own lives. And churches are about teaching a way. Metaphysical Christianity is a way. Any church is a way that you are choosing to live your life. You know that, right? Okay. All right. Jesus said, "No man can make a bed that fits everyone. If you can make a bed to fit yourself, you have done well." And that is what he said to all of the Jewish community. So locked and bound by laws. No, make a bed to fit yourself. That's where you need to focus. Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me." They knew what he was saying. I am the God self within. In that God self is truth and life and light. No man can know the Father unless he goes and finds it in himself first, because you have that light within you. Everybody knew what he was saying. Do you hear what he was saying? Our way to find God consciousness is to find it in us. And then we can connect with the greater. Simple, basic stuff, right? If I deny my divinity, I've denied everybody's divinity. If I acknowledge my divinity, I acknowledge everyone's divinity. How often do we deny our divinity? How often do we deny the divinity in our brothers? How often do we try to walk as Christ but let everybody else be a victim in our mind? If I allow my divinity, I allow all to be divine. So, as our church, Metaphysical Christianity, we want to provide an environment where all can come and find the divinity and find it in their way. So simple. Take a breath. See, I already knew that. Okay. All right. Now we're going to get a little logical about what is a way and what is a path. The way, a way is how you discipline to a certain behavior. That's your way. It is my way because I discipline to this behavior. If you meditate every morning to connect with God and to get infused with God love, and then you go out and do what you want to do, that is your way. I'm going to let God guide me, but then I'm going to do what I need. That's my way. Some of us meditate every morning and then continue to check with guidance, checking in with God daily when things come up, and that's our way. Do you see the ways are different? They're both meditating, but the ways are different. Okay. A way is how I discipline myself for my behavior, and my path is how I choose to express. So my path is my outer experience on the planet. My way is what I am choosing to do. So, you can choose your path, but you may not stay there. Let's say I am on the path of enlightenment, and yet I am going to be right about every single thing I do and every conversation I have. Can I stay on the path of enlightenment? No, because I cannot be taught. Enlightenment is to get greater light. Am I going to stay there? Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay? I can feel like I want to meditate and talk to God, and I can say that I'm on that spiritual path. Yet I can put God beside me in the morning. You stay there, God. Stay in my meditation chair. And I can go out in the world and make my way. Am I on the spiritual path when I'm no longer thinking about my spirit the rest of the day? I'm really not. I'm really not. I'll give you one that you really will understand. I'm on the path of peace. If I need to get up and fight you for peace, I am on the path of conflict resolution. I am not on the path of peace. You see? So we can set our intentions to be on certain paths in our lives, but our way has to actually be schooled to hold that frequency. Am I making sense? All right. What Spirit said was this: how we spend our time is a part of our way. How many of us can say in our daily life that we watch some form of entertainment every single day? David Fuller says, yes, he does. We do it to de-stress us. We do it to distract ourselves, to de-stress ourselves, and that is our way. Now, if we say we are on the path of self-awareness, is that way going to support self-awareness? Not really, if we're de-stressing and distracting and everything else. And David did honestly say that that is part of his way, to entertain oneself with something electronical about the world today. I would imagine if I really ask honestly, every arm would hit the ear. Because that is how we are taught to de-stress. Distract. And that's not necessarily a negative thing when you are doing other things that support your awareness of self. It's not necessarily a negative thing if your way and what your path is to learn about everything that's going on around you. Maybe that's how you're going to grow and learn. You're going to be on top of every single thing. That's okay too. It doesn't matter what you do. It matters that you're aware of what you do. So that our words and our feet are going the same direction. So, what Spirit wanted us to be aware of, how we spend our time is a part of our way. How we react to others is a part of our way. Are we normally the soft-spoken one when people come to us? Are we forceful and direct? Are we kind? How are we? You know, many of you have to forgive me often because I am more forceful. You know? That's my way. I'm learning, but that's my way at the moment. But I'm learning. What is your way with people? Also to look at how you see yourself. Do you wake up every morning with a smile on your face and show the world all the love in your heart? Do you look in the mirror and go, look at you? You're going to be gorgeous in about 15 minutes. Yeah? Do you have a smile no matter what's happening? Do you love yourself? How do you love yourself? That is your way as well. How we spend our time, how we react to people, how we love ourselves, how we take care of ourselves, how we educate ourselves, how we entertain ourselves, and how we share ourselves. All of these things are important. We need to be entertained, we need to be educated, we need to take care of ourselves, and we need to share ourselves. They're all very important. But how do we do it? How do we do it? Remember, what you focus on expands. So I wanted to share just a story of self, because I think this will give you a little understanding. So I was going to school, hadn't met Patrick. I was new to a lot of healing techniques, hadn't gotten involved in Reiki, didn't know what Reiki was, but I was a Rohan therapist. And I'd already been ordained, and I was going to get my master's degree in Rohan therapy. And my teacher told me, my teacher told my class, there's a process called the 7 Visions of Self. It's a Rohan therapy process, and you can do it in meditation. She said to our class, between now and the next class, which was 3 months away, every week you need to go in and do this 7 Visions of Self meditation, and you need to write it down. Every week until we return to class. Well, this 7 Visions meditation could take up to an hour, and then writing it down could take a lot more, because you're healing every chakra within yourself. And of course, I did it every week. I did my meditation, I journaled it, I did it, and it's like, it was not easy. I was crying half the time because I'm doing healing work within myself. So I went back to school with my little journal that I prepared to turn in, and I talked to one of my fellow students. We were all gathering, because we'd stay a week at the school, and then 3 weeks off, or 3 months off, and then a week at the school. We'd all gather, and I said, oh yeah, here's my little journal, I'm ready to turn it in. They went, what do you mean? I said, no, we were supposed to do that, remember, for homework. They said, she didn't mean that. I went, what do you mean? She was just talking, she didn't mean it. So I went to my teacher and I said, did you want my journal? She goes, oh, you did it? Good. That was good, you were supposed to. I was shocked that my fellow students didn't even start to do it. But I came to know this. The teacher was trying to get every one of us into the space where we were healers. Every week going in to heal self. Every week journaling about what we found. Every week seeing faulty thoughts, healing faulty thoughts. When I came back after that intense work, my way was I was a healer. I was a healer. I wasn't just happenstance throwing it to see if it would work. I was a healer. By doing what I had been asked to do, she was asking me to grow myself. And I approached everything as a healer. Everything as a healer. Becoming a healer changed my life. But it wasn't because I did a weekend course. It was because I did it. And I was faithful to it. And it took time. And when I found Reiki, and I do love Reiki, I love Rohan. When I found Reiki, it found me. And Spirit just said, add this to your tools. And I offer Reiki free of charge to every new mom, so she can become an asset and a healer to her children. Because I remember when I wasn't a healer and I held a baby in my hands and I was scared to death, because I did not know what was happening. And I had no power to help. My prayers were all frantic. Everyone can change their way. And do you know, when I initiate girls with new babies, do you know how many of them use it? 1%. Only 1% actually use it. Because it's not something you can just get on a Sunday morning. It has to become a way of life. It has to become a part of them. But don't you think they think of me when they're holding that baby and that baby's screaming and turning blue and they don't know what to do? Yeah, what was that? I don't know, I don't remember. Our way requires effort and energy. And that is why it's so easy to watch entertainment. I love entertainment. And entertainment's fun. You it can stir up stuff within us. You know, it can bring up past life memories. It can teach us and heal us as well. But is that my way? My way. Can you all hear what I'm saying? If we are here to truly have a relationship with Spirit and God and to know self, to know God, and to find those answers you want, we got to find a way to create that pathway of clear connection. All right, so that was my way. That was my way. I wanted that path. I wanted that path. Did you guys hear me? I wanted that path bad. My heart. So I was willing to do the work to get me on that path. Jesus taught us a path. You know, he came and he said, I didn't come for the righteous. Those that are happy and having a good time, I didn't come for them. I came for the ones that are lost and that need to find a way. Did you notice that he never, ever gave the same things to do to everybody? Now go home and do this, and you follow me. No, you go home. He told them all different things. He didn't say, everybody follow me. He said, no, you go home and tell your people what happened to you. You go to the priests and thank them and show them that you got healed. He gave everybody different things to do because he wasn't here to bring a path. He was here to bring a way. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the way that he taught over the next few weeks. Take a breath. The first thing that Jesus did in his way was he said, everybody is God's child. He went to the countries where they had the caste systems. And he said to the leaders of the caste systems, I don't think God created differences in people because they're red, yellow, white, or black. I think everybody's the same. I think my Father, Mother, God is Father of them all. And the people that were running the caste system at the time said, oh, we don't like you. You must leave. And he went out to the villagers and the people in the village. He goes, yeah, you know what? Our Father God loves us all the same. We're all the same. Do you know he was run out of India? He was run out of every place that he taught. Because he told the people, you are all God's children. You're all God's children. He did that with the women. The women were not highly equal to a man. He treated them all equally. When you read the stories, yes? He treated everybody equally. He said, everyone is God's child. Know God as Father and Mother. Do not let the world tell you who you are. That was his message. Do not let the world tell you who you are. Isn't the world trying to tell us who we are today? The world is trying to tell us who we are today. And there's so much going on. Our heart goes out to everybody that's in trials and struggles, and we send love and donations, and our heart goes out to everybody that's in political struggles, and we send light and love. Do you know how many people come to me and say, Cindy, take a stand? You're a minister. You need to speak up and take a stand. You need to take a stand. And they said, if you're silent, if you are silent, you are voting for the bad guys. And I said, a prayer for peace is never silent. When we hold our heart in God's love, when I don't have to tell you how I live. I have to live it. I can't tell you what to do. You have to do it. You have to live it. And if your heart guides you to take a stand, by God, take a stand. Take a stand. If that's what your heart wants you to do. But don't let the world force you to take a stand. When we fight, we fight. It took me years to stop fighting. I don't want to fight. When I love, I love. I want to love. I want everyone to feel my love. I want everyone to feel the love of Father, Mother, God, no matter who they are. A prayer for peace, a life that lives, a consciousness that walks in the way of these are my brothers. Life is full of my brothers and sisters, speaks as loudly as one barking voice on a weekend, because it speaks every day. Do you guys hear? Every day it speaks. And the world's calling us into action. Go into action when it's in your heart to go into action. And love my way. Let me just say this. This is my way. Do your way. My way is to be that love every moment. No matter where I am, be love. If everyone is my brother and sister, I love them all. Remember when Jesus said, love your neighbor as yourself? Do you remember what one of the disciples said to him after he said that? So who's my neighbor? 5 miles do I gotta go out? And Jesus said, everybody is your neighbor. Everybody is your neighbor. Love them as you love yourselves. Everybody is your neighbor. In our world, everybody is choosing the way that serves them. We cannot vote on their way. But we can loudly live our way. But we first have to find our way. What is our way? When you realize you're a child of God, you realize you're an energy being, and your energy is powerful. One prayer, one love, one light affects the whole. Our way. Most metaphysical Christians will not be very loud about much political. Most of us will not be very loud about opinion of other people, because it's just not our way. But most of us are very loud about following guidance. Very loud about what's true for me in this moment, for me. Is this difficult to hear? Yeah. Jesus asked us to turn to God and to turn to the Spirit of God in our hearts. Know ye not ye are gods, children of the Most High? Everything I do, you shall do in greater. He could not even teach these people how to heal. He couldn't teach them how to heal until they first realized they were not how the world had defined them. Until they realized they were God's children. Then they could learn more. Then they could move into greater. How often do we really embrace that we're God's child? How often do we embrace that? Yeah. And as God's child, we're learning, we're growing, we're babies. We're going to offend people. We're going to ask for forgiveness. We're going to do silly things. But we're not doing it against anyone. We're doing it because we're not awake. We wake up and say sorry, and then we don't do it here. But we never have ill will toward any man. Okay. All right. I do not have your answers. I have a way. This is what Jesus told us. I came to show you how to be God's child. I came to show you how to connect with Spirit and how to hear what is true for you. I am the way, the truth, and the light. He was teaching all of us to go within. We cannot stay on any path until we discipline to that path. Everyone that's a child knows this. We forget when we get older. We have to discipline to the path. My way may not be your way, but know what your way is. Find what is true for you. And I can tell you every day what the way of metaphysical Christianity is. And it's your choice whether you vibrate with it or not. But metaphysical Christianity, our way, is to encourage the enlightenment of every soul, to help for every person who comes on our path to reach out in God's love in any way possible, any time asked, and to know that you are the eternal children of God, empowered to do and be all that you want to do and be. That is our way. And yet, you are free to come and go. You are free to fall on your face. We'll pick you up if you want. You're free to succeed tremendously. It's your choice. But that is our way, to not see the victim in you, but to see your God side. Let's take a breath and go within. Father, Mother God, I ask that your light enfold this entire group and all who hear these words. Nearer than hands and feet, greater than the universe. God, we humble our hearts. And I ask that your beauty, your peace just begin to fill all of us now. And I would invite you all here just to feel your own heart. Feel your solar plexus. Feel all of the energy moving in your body. And ask now that the love of God move through every vibration. I give you my heart, God. I give you my soul, or my ability to do things. My body. And as you surrender and feel that energy, feel the path you would be on. And I want you just to ask one question of Spirit. Say, God, what is my way? And you may just ask, what is the first step in my way? What is my way, God? Feel the peace. Feel the beautiful acceptance of who you are exactly as you are. And God, I ask that your light continue to move through each one as we go about our day to day. We ask that we begin to feel and see you in the world, in the love and in the light. And I ask that your will is done, for I know that your will is always good. And I thank you. Just breathe and let your awareness come back to the chair. Feel that you are spirit. And when you're ready, gently